Hello YouTube and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. My name is Amanda, some people call me AJ, and I am 9.5 weeks out.
Number 205, Amanda.
What is up, y'all? I'm a Canadian, I'm a bodybuilder, I'm an online coach and a personal trainer. And as I mentioned, we are 9.5 weeks out. We're going to just take you through a little vloggy. I'll show y'all some of what I eat. Stuff has changed. We'll do a little bit of training. We'll go over check-ins, all that sort of jazz. First time competitor, or if you are someone who's in season, or if you're just somebody who likes to keep up with like crazy bodybuilding human beings, then this is going to be the video for you. We are just going to live our regular bodybuilding girly life. And we're gonna hang out and we're gonna chit chat and it's gonna be a great time. So today is Thursday morning, or should I call it Throw Up Thursday? If you know, you know, and if you don't know, follow me on Instagram, then you'll know. I had my first meal this morning, which used to be eggs. It is no longer eggs. It is now literally chicken, spinach, and 30 grams of oats. Just about to head off to work for a couple of hours before we go to train glutes today. And yeah, I'm just gonna pick up the camera whenever I feel like there's something fun to share. So general protocol, like what we're doing right now, is video 6 times a week for 400 calories, which is about 40 minutes of cardio. And last week, my coach dropped my food. Training days, I have more carbs, and rest days, I obviously just don't have those same amount of carbs. Calories themselves are pretty freaking low. And I'm telling you this because I don't think that any of you guys are going to be silly enough to ever try to follow it. In case you need me to say this, do not follow what I'm eating. Do not follow my calories. Do not follow my macros. I am doing an extreme show contest prep. And just because certain metrics work for me don't mean they're going to work for you, okay? Anyways, my current rest day carb is 60. My fats are, I think, 45. And I believe protein is 170. So if you want to calculate the calories on that, you're welcome to. That is just some reference for y'all to sort of understand how low that my food has already gotten, and we still have 9.5 weeks. I would say for the most part, I'm feeling pretty good. Like, I know that it's Thursday, but for some reason it still feels early in the week. I will, however, say that some of the brain fog has begun to creep into my head. Notice that it takes me a little bit longer to put together verbal sentences and words. And right before it's about time for a meal, we get a little bit slurry, which is very funny. And that was something that did happen last prep, so I know that about myself already. In more fun news, I'm drinking an espresso coffee. Anyways, when it comes to food and calories, I try not to fixate too much on any of that sort of stuff. I try not to even really think about hunger as a potential factor, which is definitely a positive on the day-to-day, but I could see how it could be a little bit detrimental in terms of check-in and providing feedback from my coach. There was even one point during my off-season where he had asked me about my hunger levels, and I didn't have an answer because I just never really pay attention to it. It's funny because every week when I go to fill out my check-in questions, I know the answer to everything except for hunger. For hunger, I'm just confused. I'm like, yeah, I mean, I'm hungry, but like it's not important. So like I don't think about it. So I don't actually know how hungry I am. All I know is that I'm experiencing brain fog. Actually, for me as well, I don't particularly feel sensations of hunger in my stomach. I'll feel sensations of hunger come about in other forms. So whether that is like a little bit of haze over my head, or fatigue and energy, potentially feeling a little bit more sensitive on my emotional side, or like a simple mundane task feeling like it's taken a lot more breath than it would normally take. The genuine feeling of like my stomach is rumbling, I need to eat a meal, I don't really experience that. I feel like that's enough little chit chats for now, and I'm almost at work, so I'll let you guys go. Next time there are more brain things to say, I'll come back on and I'll share some more brain things. Good afternoon. Well, actually, technically it's still morning, but it kind of feels like afternoon just because we've been up since like 6 in the morning. I'm just about to drive out to the gym. It's a little bit of a trek, so I'll eat while I drive. We have 125 grams of rice, 125 chicken, 60 grams of avocado. My pre-workout today is going to be PhD Black in lychee. And then as we eat our meal, oh my gosh, I have an eyelash falling out. That's disgusting. After we eat our meal, about 45 minutes out from training, and I'll take 6 caps of L-carnitine, and we're gonna go hit glutes. Big fun. We are post lift. I did have a really good pump. However, a little bit into my lift, my head started profusely pounding right at the front, and that still has not gone away. Yeah, we're trying to survive feeling like that right now. Our 90 carb of the day, here's 35 of them. That's our post workout. We have Elevate cream of rice and chocolatey cake with some chocolate peanut butter whey drip right in the middle. Actually, I think it's a little bit of chocolate and half chocolate, half sweet cream cold brew whey drip. Anyways, obviously my brain is a little bit scattered right now because my head is pounded into smithereens. Naja's here. She says hi. Hi. She literally says hi. I didn't have to say hi for her. She has a couple clients, so I'm going to drive her back to work. And my day's a little bit skewed, so I'm actually going to go home and chill, which is A++ because my head is just going to explode right now. I also have a diet caffeine-free Dr. Pepsi. So that's Dr. Pepsi. See, this is my brain right now. Pepsi. So, Diet Pepsi? Yeah. Okay. And she's back in the car. I dropped off Inaj at work, and then I went to go run a couple errands. I picked up a birthday gift for my mom, as well as making a stop at Bulldog Brampton, which is my go-to supplement store nearby. Y'all go in there and you say that you know AJ, they'll give you a nice little discount. So feel free to take good advantage of that. And that doesn't make me any money even. It's just something that I have set up with them to give back to y'all. We're eating a meal in the car, super fancy. It's just chicken and green beans. Basically just protein unless you count the trace carbs from the green beans, which we're not counting. In my driving, I've been listening to some podcasts, trying to just reset my brain from that like pounding headache. Naj offered me the perspective that it sounded like an evil eye headache, and has slowly started to fade. It does definitely feel better than how it felt while I was training and at the end of training, but it's still there for sure. That's a little bit gross. My next meal is super boring. It's the exact same as this meal. It's just chicken and green beans. Today is a very rare day where I don't have an evening roster of training clients. I'm trying to make the most of it by just going home, trying to chill and relax, maybe take a bath, eat for a little bit. Then I have a chunk of online client work that I could do as well, like some training reviews and programming for a new client. All of that to say, it's going to be such a fun night if it doesn't already sound like it. Wow. Okay, hi Key, I've been working, but I need a little break. I went to Bulldog earlier. I think I told you guys that. Do a quick haul. I got literally two things. It's not that interesting. The first thing that I got is L-carnitine, and the second thing that I got was more of these greens. Currently, these are my favorite greens. Now, they're not HD. I work with HD. Bodybuilding. We know this. If you want to shop any HD products, supplements, clothing, anything like that. Anyways, do potentially think that in the near future, these will be HD. Not these specifically, obviously, but I believe they are coming. So I'm really excited for that. I don't know how this haul turned into a rant about me potentially thinking that HD might be releasing greens, but we'll see. I want to know what I'm a really big fan of is heating up my food on a pan. My last meal, because I'm home and I have the luxury too, I heated up my food on the pan. I would heat up tomorrow's meal also on that same pan. So I'm going to end up microwaving this meal. It's going to just have so much extra flavor and deliciousness. I guess side note to that also is do not microwave your food in plastic containers. Please. Okay? Glass only. I heat up all my food in glass now. And the way that I do it so that I can actually pack my lunch bag and make things fit, I put my first meal in a glass container and then every other meal comes in plastic because the plastic containers are smaller. I can shove them in, I can fit more. Then after I eat each meal, I put my next meal from the plastic container into the glass container so that when I microwave it, I microwave it in glass. If you've ever wanted to be a glass container girly, but you really live a plastic girly lifestyle, that could be a very great little solution for you. Oh my god, guys, I've had a lot of brain fog today. I don't know if this is just because I picked up the camera, so now my brain just decides that it doesn't want to work, but I feel like speech has been a big foggy thing for me. The cool thing about me eating my little low calorie, low carb meals, I actually compared what I'm currently eating to what I was eating last time I was 10 weeks out. And funny enough, almost damn near same. Like it's very, very similar. Eating similar amounts of carbs and protein. I wasn't really eating any fat last time, so this time I have a little bit of fat, but it's not really added fats either. It's just like residual fat. It is kind of like last time. But anyway, last time I was 10 weeks out, I was doing 80 total minutes of cardio, and this time I'm doing 40 total minutes of cardio. Also doing that 7 days a week, whereas now we're doing the 46 days a week. In contrast, I think that's pretty cool. My body is still responding kind of to food, but we're responding better with cardio, and I think that's a win. Feels like a win. It all feels so similar. I just get to this point in prep where I feel like I can't survive unless I drink a shot of tea before bed. Oh my gosh, that's another thing that keeps happening to me. All of off season, I could sleep through the entire night and not have to go pee. The last couple of weeks, I don't know if I've just been such a hydrated girly or if these nighttime teas are just really catching up to me, but I wake up like clockwork every single night at either 4 or 4:30 in the morning. I have to pee so bad. Like, I'm talking, I have a full baby belly of a bladder. It's actually atrocious, and I cannot go back to sleep through it. Kind of annoying. I'm gonna wake up in like an hour and a half anyways. Either way, I still have to get up and go because I can't fall back asleep when my bladder is just so... It's 6:30, but the way that I feel right now, it feels like 10 p.m. I'm gonna try to focus in, do some more work. Maybe I'll take a bath. That could be super. To go and make our last meal, but before we do that, welcome back to Manda's book club. Let's see what Manda is reading this week. I did finish Life is in the Transitions by Bruce Feiler. I was reading that one last week. I think it was really good for a sense of remembrance that life is not linear. We are not meant to be on any structured path. Where your life looks, it is just completely full of transitionary phases, disturbances, turmoils, wins, and even the most highly successful people have experienced those things. We're all just sort of trying to navigate the chaos that is life simultaneously all together, but also completely independently alone. Anyways, I am now reading Super Attractor by Gabby Bernstein. I'm actually really loving this read, but I knew that I would love this read. She is probably one of my favorite spiritual authors. The first book that I read of hers, I would say, was a completely pivotal moment for me and my spirituality. The Universe Has Your Back. Anytime I talk about this book, I told so many people that I hesitated to buy it so many times because I don't particularly love that she puts her face front and center on the cover. Judge a book by its cover. I would say that this is a more highly spiritual book. I'm gonna read you guys a little blurb, if I may. So this is actually Gabby quoting Abraham Hicks, and the quote that she put in the book is, "Don't let any place that you're standing in frighten you." And then Gabby follows up with saying, "Let it inform you. The energy that you're in right now offers you clarity about what you truly want." That is reflective on both a favorable and less than favorable side of your attitude. So if you're standing in a place where you feel like you're very low on the emotional vibrational scale, you know that that is your body rejecting the way that you're feeling. Observe that. Abby talks in a whole chapter about the art of choosing again. You can acknowledge that emotion for what it is. You can give it the love it desires, you can let it go, and you can choose it again. Vice versa, if you feel like there's something that's putting you in a really high vibrational state, you can witness that and soak in that and understand that that is something that brings you a high vibrational state. Okay, let's go make my least favorite meal of the day. Honestly, I'm quite pooped, so we're not even gonna bother to record it. You guys have already seen me make this meal. I particularly don't like this meal. It's eggs, it's egg whites, and it's greens. And listen, I have nothing against eggs and egg whites. You need to stop coming for me saying, "Man, it doesn't like eggs and egg whites." I do, just not before bed. Good evening, y'all. Happy Friday. Today has been a roller coaster of a day. Everyone comment down below, say hi to Carl. Yes, we are cat sitting Carl again this weekend. I felt really good in the morning. That appeared in the afternoon where I felt like I was going to absolutely die. And then it kind of bounced back and I started feeling good again. And I always say that the roller coaster of prep is what you feel happening on a week-to-week basis, to then a day-to-day, then to hour-to-hour, and to minute-to-minute. And today was definitely one of those hour-to-hour type days. For that, it was more of like a day-to-day thing, but we're kind of getting to that hour-to-hour point, which is great. I figured I would give you guys the most realistic grocery haul literally ever. Spinach, shredded lettuce. I went to Walmart, they don't have microgreens, so instead I got butter lettuce, frozen avocado, a cucumber, frozen green beans. Also picked up something that I wouldn't normally splurge on, but now that I'm only eating 2 eggs a day, I feel like it makes more sense to have 2 eggs that are actually going to be very nutrient rich. I did pick up a 12-pack of free-range brown organic eggs. And last but not least, literally the only thing I eat, which is chicken. I have felt the feels today. Some good, some a little bit less good. Overall, you know, we push, we do the things, and that's just how she goes. We signed up for this. This is a choice that I make. I make it every single day, and I remake that choice every single time I follow a meal, get my steps, do my cardio, train, avoid temptation, all that sort of jazz. I know that I'm resilient enough to get through this, and even though I'm feeling some of the feels, I have felt these feels before. They are recognizable. I know them. I'm choosing actively to choose different thoughts around these feelings because I know my body does not feel like feeling that way is in alignment with my best self. I can acknowledge that, I can accept it for what it is, and I can choose to feel a different type of way, a way that is aligned with my truest self. Anyways, I'm pretty exhausted right now. I had a long work day, and then I just had an hour drive here, so went to the grocery store, as you guys just saw. So we're gonna kick up, we're gonna chillax. Not gonna cook this chicken tonight. There's just no chance in this world. I'm just really gonna focus on trying to get a great sleep tonight and really prioritizing my wind down time. The update on the Amazon electrolytes is I don't like them. Good morning, YouTube. Happy check-in day. Pre-check-ins, I like to put together my drink for cardio as well as taking my fat burners. Fat burners are 5 milligrams of Yogamine, 2 caps of Burn HD. Digestion wise, I do 2 scoops of glutamine, and I'm also going to throw in some electrolytes here. Hey y'all, editing Manda here. Brain is a little bit slugged, okay? There's no getting around that as a fact right now. Basically, I just never talked about my check-in or recorded any part of my check-in, but I did record like a video clip of how I look. So here we are talking about our check-in. Last week I was 139.1. This week I was 138.8. Not a big difference there. And physique-wise, I look a little bit leaner, but truthfully, I think I just look flat. You guys can be the judge for yourself. I'll have it on screen for you. Done. A lot of people ask me how I read when I'm on the elliptical. Answer is so simple. I read so that I don't go ham. Old cardio would take me so long, so I would do it really, really fast. Just bang, 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 bang. When I started working with this coach and he gave me my cardio requirements and he put a time on it, I remember saying to him, hey, I do my cardio in like half that amount of time. He told me that I needed to slow down. So reading helps me keep a moderate pace. If you're familiar with the elliptical, I do about 150 to 160 strides per minute. That gets my heart rate anywhere between like 25 to like 135. Check-ins are done, cardio is done. It's 7:15. I'm gonna spend the next 45 minutes getting back to client check-ins. I'm also going to finish my electrolytes so that I can make my greens drink. I actually genuinely look forward to drinking my greens every single day. They're so good. My coach does have an athlete competing today. The athlete looks really freaking good. Anyways, that's not relevant, but shout out to him. I don't imagine getting like a super speedy response. So trust me, as soon as I hear back from my coach, you guys will hear too. Also, I don't know if I've ever really mentioned on my channel like who my coach is, but his name is Julian. His Instagram is Jujioff. Just like straight to the point. And he's extremely knowledgeable. I am a natural athlete. My whole sort of idea is that if at any point in the future I ever wanted to transition from natural into open, I would like to be able to keep the same coach. He is somebody that I would trust to help me make that transition if I ever chose to make that transition. Okay, it's been a solid hour and a half. Barbecued some chicken. I had my first meal. Surprisingly enough, we did hear back from our coach. First thing was I had a couple higher weigh-ins earlier this week. By higher weigh-ins, I mean I had a 140 and a 141. He asked me if there was any reason I could think of why my weight could have fluctuated upwards. And I told him that it was a handful of ideas. One, which was just post-leg day inflammation, and another one, which was being somewhere different because I was in Florida at the beginning of this week, humidity, water retention, all that sort of jazz. I gave him a couple other factors as well. Everything on plan was done to an absolute T, so it really just had to do with other day-to-day lifestyle type things that went on earlier in the week. And he answered to that, and he requested for me to send a check-in on Tuesday. So I guess we have another check-in on Tuesday now. This is me just doing my skincare. I started off with some vitamin C serum. I went in with just a SPF. Have, as of late, been doing a little bit of makeup. Oh my god, who is she? We don't know her. Went to Sephora and I actually bought myself a product, and then I got the other product from Shoppers Drug Mart. If you're from the States, that's kind of CVS's. So I'm going to be putting on a moisturizing skin tint by Rimmel eyebrows using the Gimme Brow by Benefit. Our makeup routine is extremely simple. See if I can do it in the viewfinder. This and like that. Giant brush. I just spread it out. Something that just makes me feel good about myself. Makes me feel kind of alive, so I've been doing it. Eyebrows, I just used the tiny little brush. Brush my eyebrows with just the tiniest bit of, oh my god. Brush my eyebrows with just like the tiniest little bit product just to give them some real shape. Last thing I've been doing, which is actually the thing that catapulted me into putting on makeup, was one of my clients gave me this Radiant Finish long lasting setting spray by NYX, and it has a like bronzing tint in it or something like that. Basically, she bought this for herself, sprayed it on her face, and she didn't like that it had a bronzer, but she said that I always look like I have a bronzed look, which like, big slay, we love that. So she asked me if I'd want it and I said sure, and I'll just spray a little bit on. Be a bronzed goddess. We're also gonna fix up my hair, then I'll wrap up check-ins for the morning by the time I fix my hair, which will take like a solid 15 minutes, and then also get back to check-ins, which will probably take me another hour or so. It'll be time to have our pre-workout meal. My laptop has been fighting with me all morning trying to do check-ins like low-key because I put some kind of update on it, and then it asked me if I wanted to sign into iCloud, and I was like, yeah, because I thought I was signed into iCloud. And it basically restored everything from my old laptop onto this laptop. And when I say old laptop, I mean, I haven't had a laptop for like 5 years. Nothing useful from 5 years ago. I could just say that. I just ate my pre-workout chicken, rice, and avocado. I'm now going to take 6 caps of L-carnitine and make my pre-workout. Today we have the Pre-HD Ultra in pink lemonade. Okay, let's go and train. It is damn near impressive how silly my brain is today. First of all, I forgot to make and bring my post-workout to the gym, so I didn't have that. And second of all, my battery died. And I didn't bring an extra battery, and I didn't bring a charger for my battery that I do have. So instead, I went to the store and I just bought another battery because I guess it's good to have another battery anyways. Though you didn't get to see it, but the workout was very good and posing was very good. Well, since we're home, I'm gonna try to do something that I've never done before. Making my cream of rice on the stove. Chocolate cake, elevate cream of rice. You guys know, code AJ Canada and USA to save. Whoop. Jesus Christ. His nails are so long right now. Anyways, we have 45 grams of cream of rice for this meal, and I've never made it on the stove, so hopefully this goes well. I just put my pot on the scale, and I'm just gonna add cream of rice until it's 45 grams. Perfect, okay. Now, I guess we just add a bunch of water. I'm gonna mix this with a fork. This meal isn't just cream of rice alone. It also has 35 grams of whey, which I low-key already made at home into like a whey drip. This is going to be 15 grams of the sweet cream cold brew, and the other 20 grams is just chocolate. Okay, you're gonna cook it on the stove. You can't put it on blast because I think I just burned half of it to the bottom. I'll cook this and then we'll see how it turns out, and I will let you guys know. Okay, slay. I feel like it actually kind of turned out good. And it made decent volume, I guess, because I put so much water. Texture also looks amazing. And of course it smells amazing. And I get to lick this fun spatula as if I'm baking a cake. Y'all have yet to try this. Please try it. And the second you try it, message me. Let me know how you like it because it's actually so gas. If you've already tried it, leave a comment down below. Let me know how you like it. Oh my gosh, yes, I took off my lashes, but that's not why I'm saying, oh my gosh. Guys, Inej is here. What's his name? Gary? Gary. Oh no, video's gonna get demonetized. I know you're not vlogging today, so I figured I would vlog this.
I don't know what to do.
Get him out. Set him free.
Be like a baby coyote.
A baby coyote? I think Gary's a good name for him.
Like I want to poke it, but I don't want to look at it.
Do you want me to get it out? Ew.
I'm gonna look. I'm just gonna like. I'm not looking. Just get it out.
Really in there. Oh my god. Do
Whoa.
you want me to try?
Yeah.
Not that I'm heartless. It's just,
Like he's already dead.
that's what I'm saying. Oh my god, why is it so hard? When did you hit this?
Now when I drove to cardio this morning, I remember like hearing like a really big thump, but I thought I just hit a pothole. I thought I hit a pothole, but I guess I didn't.
Bro, he's in there. He doesn't want to come out.
My car is a bunny cemetery.
Tell them what we did.
We thought we were pushing him down and through this a hole underneath this. Now the bunny is in my car. Like, what are we supposed to do? Get tongs and pull him out? Just come out. Oh, there's no way to pull him out. No.
All right, the bunny has been excavated from the inside of the grill. We are to never speak of this ever again.
No.
Comment down below. How do you think we got the bunny out? Hi, it's me again, editing Amanda from the future. Here to outro this vlog. After Inej and I dealt with the rabbit, we then went to the park and had a nice chill time. We read for a little bit, made a quick trip to Costco because I had to get my tires torqued after just getting my summers put on. And I've just been editing ever since. That's honestly what I'm going to do the rest of the night. It's going to be super chill vibe. I am going to do my check-in on Tuesday, but I'll record that for next week's vlog. So if you'd like to stay tuned, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you can follow along for the journey. 9 weeks out, single digits, baby. Gosh, it's a little bit scary, but we do hard things. I love you, and I will see you very, very soon. Goodbye.